Hi, you guys. Uh, I'm back. As if you've probably seen my other video, we took a camping trip for a couple of different reasons, but so I'm back on track now. Uh, Trying to put my videos out to warn you guys and to get you guys to wake up and help us stop this before our country's gone. And it's just about gone, you guys. Uh, There's no conspiracy theories here or anything. It's all factual. Most of you, if you pay a little bit of attention to what people are saying, what Obama's saying, what Bonner's saying, what these different people are saying, uh, they think it's over. That's why they're being so bold. That's why they're saying things that they normally wouldn't say. But they're saying it because they think everybody's too stupid to pick up on it. I think people are just a little bit afraid of what's going on and afraid to say anything. But anyway, what I'm going to concentrate on for the next few days here with my videos is more on some of you. I know a lot of you are waking up or awake, and you know things aren't quite right, and some of you are just plain being stupid, ignorant. You know, you see when you talk about this border thing that's going on, the news, which is owned by the government, with maybe the exception of Fox. Part of Fox is still reputable, but the rest of CNN, all of these guys, they're all bought and paid for. And what you get out of them is you get the information they want to feed you and they want you to believe. And a lot of you guys that are kind of lazy, you pick up a little bit of news here and there, CNN, MNBC, and you think you're on top of it. But going back to this border thing, what the news is portraying to you as coming across the border is a whole bunch of poor innocent children. It's a lie. There are some children coming across, but when you get into things, just little things like the way the laws are written for this thing, they say children and they identify children up to the age of 31 years old. You know any children at 31 years old? I know. Shren accuses me of that sometimes too. And I'm way past 31. Okay, but you know what I mean. 31 years old is not a child. And there's whole train loads of 31-year-old childs coming into the borders. These people are bought and paid for. You guys really, you need to realize that. It goes back to something called Clauren Peven, which is a socialist, basically socialist regime, taught regime of how to do things to break down a country. They're all going by the book. And some of you out there, you know, Shren and I have kind of joined the class of the poor, you know, since the problems we had with heart attacks and everything. But you know, you have to understand, and so some of you that are in that same place where we're at now, you look at it and you say, man, you know, it'd be nice to have something once in a while. Well, it would. But when you look at the alternatives, in the perfect world, you know, socialism / communism sound pretty good on paper, you know, because it's called spreading the wealth. Okay. Problem with it is if you know history, they've never worked. And the only way they're going to work is if Jesus is running them, okay? Some of you don't believe in Jesus, but you know what I'm talking about, okay? Jesus doesn't sin. He doesn't do things against human beings, against nature. That's the only person that can run a government, let's say, of socialism or communism. Otherwise, it's putting the power of your lives in the hands of a few people. And every once in a while you may have a good person thrown in there somewhere. But eventually they're not so good. And they want to own you. And that's why they don't work. They've never worked. So for some of you people that are sitting around there and you're saying, well, Obama wants to spread the wealth. He doesn't want to spread the wealth. He's already shown his colors. And his colors are that of that whole regime. And that is, they want to own you. They've already built the FEMA camps. Anybody out there that wants to argue that, you're arguing an empty argument. They exist. They're already there. They've been proven. They've been admitted. Call them FEMA camps. They're really concentration camps. Same thing. Okay? They're for you and for me. You're not going to spread any wealth. The only wealth that's going to be spread is from your pocket, your bank, your family, everybody's families, and they're going to take that wealth and they're going to put it in their pockets. That's why socialism and communism never worked, because there's always somebody out there like that. Every one of you have experienced this in your lifetime, whether it's at your job. How many times have you worked someplace and somebody got the position of supervisor over you or manager, and some of them you saw before they got there. You knew what they'd be like. They were tyrants. They're over your shoulder all the time, looking for a way to suspend you or fire you. Some of them, you didn't see it coming, and they got that position, and they became power mongers. And you're sitting there like, where did that come from? That's human nature. Not all people have that in their nature, but lots of people do. And that's why you have to be careful when you're setting somebody up that's going to run your country or your business or whatever. You have to make sure that that's not what's going on. Because if you don't, they will take over. And they will do whatever they feel like doing. They'll run ramshot over everything. You guys have all experienced in your neighborhood. There's always somebody around, some person on the block that don't like the kind of car you got parked out front and wants it moved. Doesn't like the dog you have. You have too many cats. You let your kids ride around on the sidewalk. Blah, 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 blah. There's always somebody that wants to control your life. And that's why, even though I understand the American Native Indians and the blacks and so forth, in the past history, there have been things that haven't been right. But this government that we've had is the best that's ever been on earth. And it always has the ability to change mistakes that they've made or whatever. You don't have that ability under any other type of system. So we cannot afford to give this up. I'm with you on the part that some things need to change, but they can't happen in another system. They won't happen in another system. Look at all these people coming in right now. Some of you are supporting it because you think it's maybe good or whatever. Where do you think these people are coming from? They're coming from failed nations that have had these people under tyranny for forever. And these people are hungry, sick, starving. They want to get out from under that. But there's a couple problems. One, it's all they've ever known. And two, they're coming from a country that some of you and this regime that we have in front of us right now are trying to make us. They're trying to make us like the country these people are trying to escape from. You have to understand that. That's only an idiot would run towards something like that. And we're going there. They're taking us there right now, and some of you are just sitting back and thinking it's all going to work out okay. It's not going to work out okay. It's going to be worse than anything that's ever hit this planet. It's not going to be okay. But you need to take a look at that. You need to take serious. And these people that are coming in, they're being brought in to collapse this economy. You need to understand that. And when it does collapse, and some of you you think we're bringing these people in and we're going to take care of them and everything, with what? We can't even take care of our own right now. And when this collapses, those people are right back where they started. Only now they got us with them. We're all hungry and we're all no water, no food, no way to go anywhere. And there's one thing that you guys kind of have to be aware of. Some of these people coming in from these other countries, they already know how to fight for everything that they get to eat and drink. They know how to kill. They know how to do a lot of damage in order to survive. None of you guys do. None of you guys know that. If you're a veteran and you've seen quite a bit of stuff, you have some better ideas of how to survive. I will say that. But if you don't, you haven't got a clue. And these people will run right over your ass. And they're planning on doing it. Listen to some of the things that are being said on some of these people that are coming across on the border. They're already threatening us, we the people. All right? So, you guys, what I'm going to do the next few days here is I'm going to put some things up here on these people that you're listening to who are lying. They are trying to shred the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. And if it's not affecting you right now, it doesn't matter, because it will. So that's my primary goal. I want you to understand that I'm going to put some people in front of you and have you listen again if you missed them the first time. A lot of this stuff is out in the open now. It's not theory. You know, when Hillary Clinton says people who support the Second Amendment are terrorists, do you understand that is treason? That she is undermining the Constitution of the United States, that she took an oath to protect? She can't say that. And she says it as if like she owns it or something. She don't own anything. That is a direct violation of the Constitution. All right? And whether you think maybe it would be better if there was more gun control or something or not, doesn't have anything to do with that. She is attacking the Second Amendment. Okay? And if you don't own a gun, and so you say, well, it doesn't affect me because I don't own a gun anyway, guess what? That's today. Tomorrow will be yours. All right? So anyway, I hope you watch this and kind of set yourself up for what I'm going to show you in the future. Love you guys.